I'm here in my kitchen and I have all the ingredients to make green tea ice cream. I have some whole milk. I have my matcha, which is I don't know if you can see that, Japanese green tea powder. I have heavy cream, sugar, salt, my eggs, and some flour. So the first thing that I had to do in order to get started was boil some hot water, because I have to dissolve the green tea powder in some hot water. So let's get started. Okay, so I have a 1/3 cup of my green tea powder, and I'm going to use, 2/3 cup of hot water to dissolve the green tea powder. Green tea powder is dissolved. I'm going to set that to the side and move on to the next part. Okay, so I have 4 cups of milk in the pan, and I just added a cup of sugar, and I'm going to add another cup of sugar and start whisking. Okay, so this is a 1/4 cup of flour to thicken up the custard that I'm going to make, and I also added 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, and I'm just going to take my little rubber spatula thingy here and just start stirring this. You have to remember to constantly stir this mixture, because you don't want to burn the milk or boil it. You just want to make a nice custard to, you know, where it kind of starts to thicken up a bit. Of course, you don't want to forget to add your life minerals into the mix of anything that you're making. Okay, so what I'm doing now is probably the longest part of actually making the ice cream, because it takes a minute to make the custard, and you have to like stand here at the stove and you have to constantly stir it to make sure that the milk isn't burned. So it's starting to thicken up. I broke out my whisk because I didn't want any flour lumps in the ice cream. So I kind of go back and forth from using my whisk and my little spoon stir thingy over there. Okay, so the custard is really thick. Can you see the custard? It's thick. Now see how it's not runny and how it coats the spoon. So I'm probably going to stir this for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to whisk up my 6 beaten eggs. Okay, so here are my 6 eggs, and I'm just going to kind of, I don't want to beat them to death, but just kind of break up the yolk some, so that I can temper the eggs with my hot milk mixture. Okay, and we are almost done. Okay, so I have here about 2 cups of the milk mixture, and that's like piping hot, so I'm not going to be able to record while I like pour a steady stream of this into the eggs. I'm going to beat the eggs really fast, because you know I don't want to have scrambled eggs with milk sugar. So stay tuned. Okay, my hubby's recording for me, but the littlest one just lost her soccer friend. Sorry. Okay, and now I'm going to pour this mixture back into here and give it a really good whisk. Okay, so I have my eggs and milk all in here. I'm going to take my green tea powder mixture, and I'm going to pour it in here, and I'm going to give that a good stir. Okay, so you can see there's my green tea added, and I'm going to add 4 cups of heavy cream. You don't have to use heavy cream. You can use half and half instead, but I just, you know, I like the extra richness that the heavy cream adds to ice cream. So that was 2 cups, and I'm going to add 2 more cups, which is right here, and I'm just going to pour it in. My heat is not on. I'm not cooking. You know, once the custard is done, you know, like once the first part of the custard is done and you start adding, like, you know, the green tea and the heavy cream, you don't have to cook it anymore. Right now you just actually want it to cool. So I'm going to stir that up. Okay, so this is what the cooked mix looks like. I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to let that cool completely. I'll probably let this sit out probably for a good hour. And after that, this is only the first part of the ice cream, because I made the custard with the base. I can't automatically you know, put it into the ice cream maker. So after this cools for about an hour, I'm going to transport it over to the refrigerator. And those are my girls playing soccer. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and I'm going to let it chill overnight. So tomorrow morning we will continue, and I'll show you what it looks like when I put it into the ice cream maker.